Zach Noe Towers.
You little fucking drama queen.
KELSEY DARRAGH.
You little shit starter.
Okay. What if I told him what you just told me?
He's gonna hear it. He's gonna hear all of it.
Okay, so first of all, you were my first guest ever. KELSEY DARRAGH is
Oh, wait.
she's an author, a comedian, one of my best friends in the entire goddamn world.
Truth.
People still hit me about dating no filter
Same.
all the time.
But Zach, do you think with all the content we've made since Dating No Filter that they would ever take us back? I feel like we've
yeah, I think we were still like shining stars.
okay, cool.
Yeah, for sure.
People miss us.
They do.
We're back on a couch, baby. This feels right.
It does feel right. It could be as simple as maybe we should, if you have the bandwidth and I have the bandwidth, maybe we should talk about doing like a something Dating No Filter-esque.
Zachary, I kid you not, I've been feeling like I don't want to do my podcast anymore. Not because I don't love it and I have so much fun doing it, but just the time it takes.
Yeah.
And I'm so often just listening to people talk that I was like, what if in the new year I just rebrand it, me and Zach? And we just split the 50-50s.
You see, you were already oversold because I would have taken less than 50.
Bitch, I know your worth more than you probably know your worth.
Well, you've built an empire of sorts, or you're in the process of building an empire.
It's like a small commune.
Yeah.
It's not an empire.
But y'all are fucking on that.
Oh yeah, we
commune.
don't wear deodorant. We're doing drugs.
I mean, stop. Like, honestly, the idea of doing a podcast with you just feels very
so
right.
fun,
right?
I think we should.
Okay,
let's talk about it.
I'm down.
Okay, glad we got this on camera because it's happening.
Yeah. Okay, wait, but you were just telling me about you're having really good sex.
I'm having the best sex
of your life so far.
Of my life right now. Because remember the first time you had an orgasm? That was the best sex of your life.
Yeah. And you were like, oh my God, I can't wait to do it again. I'm going to do it again.
The first time you have like lesbian sex, you know.
Yes.
You're like, that's the best. Oh my God, this is the best sex.
The first girl I scissored. Actually, every time I make out with a girl, I feel like a lesbian.
How many times are you making out with a girl?
It's slowed down significantly. Okay. But in college, constantly.
Why?
Because it was like funny.
Oh, it was funny. And you felt like a lesbian.
And we were like horny. And like sex was just all around.
Did you get anything out of it?
I will say, I think looking back, girls are consistently better kissers than boys.
I'm snapping.
Consistently.
I fucking agree with you.
Yeah. Because sometimes I would revisit making out with a girl at a party because it was nice.
Revisit as in like doing it again?
Yeah. like later in the night. Like
I would be devastated if you didn't want to kiss me twice.
Oh, no, I do want to kiss you twice.
I just am like,
someone just recently, who was it? They were asking, because I said I was aspiring bisexual.
Congrats.
And I think you were, maybe it was at my holiday thing. Mm-hmm. And they were like, would you have sex with, they either asked specifically or I said, I think I could have sex with KELSEY.
Who would peg who?
Great question. What if I had a strap on and I pegged you?
Why do I feel like that happens all the fucking time?
I bet it does.
Wait, no, I've done this before with a straight boyfriend.
Where he put on a strap on and pegged you?
Yes, because
it is a different thing.
He wasn't in the mood, and I was like, you're going to have sex with me.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and he was like, all right, just throw this thing on.
Wow, and he just like read a book?
No, he just put it on and
did he still take like were you riding him or did he like take the aggressor?
Took the aggressor, and then I think I was like, shut up, get down, just lay down, shut up, let me just finish this.
Okay, wait, so you're having the best sex of your life right now?
Yeah.
Of your
30s. Oh. Best sex of my 30s.
Wow, you're not in your 30s to me.
What?
You're eternally like 28.
Oh my God, thank you.
Yeah.
That's the nicest thing you said to me ever in our friendship.
No, okay, so but can you explain what makes it the best sex?
Well, I think the last time anyone saw us together on your podcast or like in our content together, I was in a relationship.
A long-term relationship?
Yes, very long, 5 years almost.
Okay.
And I thought that was my forever partner. And there's something about forever partner sex that you're like, oh, this can't be topped. This is like soul intertwining.
You're like looking deep into each other's eyes.
And the communication is flawless. And like, the machinery. And
you've read the instruction manual.
Yes, you wrote the instruction manual for that dig. And then you think you'll never get that again. You break up. You have sex a couple days later, and a day later.
How was it? Was that good?
Oh, it was like 4 days later, I think, after we broke up with this guy. And I knew the potential was there. And it was fucking hot. And I remember saying out loud, it's crazy that some of us are not having the best sex of our lives yet. We have not had the best sex of our lives yet.
That is a weird concept. Like, kind of blew my mind a little bit. Can you think
about that you're not having the best sex? You haven't yet?
I know I haven't.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
Because I have not had the sex you're talking about, like that deep connected. I
like
know him, he knows me.
Sex.
Yeah, like I've had really great primal sex while under the influence, but like
never is it that great.
Yeah, I don't think like it felt great in the moment.
What's preventing that?
Good sex now?
Yeah, like the deep, passionate space. I keep saying spaceship, but I mean to say like spacey sex.
Intergalactic.
Yeah.
I don't have the partner.
Fair. Have you ever tried tantric sex?
Is that where you don't have an orgasm? You like look into each other's eyes?
Not the whole time, but also like breath work during sex. Have you ever gotten like
with a partner?
Spiritually sex?
One guy I hooked up with from Grindr.
Nice.
When I was like in my 20s. We were naked and like making out and stuff, and he's like, do you want to meditate together? And like we sat cross-legged on his bed and looked into each other's eyes and meditated, and like I think one of us like cried a little bit.
I'm laughing because I love that, not because it's fucking hilarious.
No, it's both kind of.
It's hilarious because that's how deep it is.
Yeah, it felt very like I'd never done that before.
Why don't we do that more?
Dude, because people are not open-minded.
Think about like it's a soul cum, not like a body cum. You ever had your brain cum?
A soul cum.
Yeah.
Apparently there's anal orgasms where your like butthole has an orgasm.
What do you mean apparently?
Okay, definitely.
You don't do butthole orgasms?
I mean, I don't know if I could like succinctly say, "Oh, my butthole just came." Like nothing flies out of it.
What is the point of gay sex?
Well, no. Okay, so I can feel when my prostate's getting pounded within an inch of its life, and me likey.
Yeah?
But like, I don't know if I ever feel like a
twitch of your butthole.
No, not like a.
Do you know why I think if me makes conclusion, you might be going too deep. The prostate's a lot more shallow than I think.
It's closer because you can get to it with fingers.
Yeah,
that's why I prefer like an average sized dick.
Sister, tell me more.
Oh,
I agree.
But your partner does not have your current mind-blowing intergalactic space sex.
Intergalactic.
He doesn't have average.
It's not average in its thickness.
I know. I remember the first time you hooked up. You said I had sex with a guy with the thickest dick.
Yeah, and he'll tell you this. He'll tell anyone this. It's like the length of an iPhone. Which is a good, well
it's depending.
Which
iPhone Max, Mini.
Actually, no, I don't know it. Not Mini. Is there a Mini?
I don't know.
Okay. So it's not like overtly long, which I prefer because then it hurts.
Yeah.
It hits
a
like
long,
fibroids
skinny,
and shit.
No offense if anyone has one, but a long skinny is kind of
my least favorite.
Yeah.
I would rather have like a short fat. Not that this is short.
No.
This one's like a lock and a key.
Wow.
Yeah.
Feels like coming home.
Literally opening the door, fireplace, dogs are stretched out on the rugs, there's a plate of cookies, and I'm just like, let's fucking go. And it's crazy because I gotta be careful what I say.
I mean, you do and you don't, because I'm assuming it's all positive. Okay.
I'm having the best sex of my life. Here's my complaints. No, I don't have any complaints. It's that sometimes the sex is so good you overlook things about your connection.
Sure.
Just
dickmatized.
You're dickmatized. You said that for the first time I'd ever heard it, I think. on my
it's
podcast.
it's like an old phrase.
You got me so dickmatized the way your body rolling on and on. 90s Babies, remember that one?
Oh, wow. So I wasn't the first time person
No,
you heard it.
I hate to say that I think it's an R. Kelly song.
Oh,
And it's Hypnotized. It's T-Pain. We're okay.
okay. Wow.
Wow.
That was a journey.
I know. I've had one coffee.
You haven't even had a coffee. You've had like a sip.
This
is that a chai?
My chai. No, it's my Earl Grey latte, and it's my second drink of the day. So I had a peppermint latte this morning.
Are you getting into tea lattes? Oh.
I just didn't want to be over caffeinated for you.
Aw.
I know. I'm thoughtful
Kind
like
of
that.
still overshot the mark.
I know. I'm sweating a little bit, but I think that's just because I'm excited.
I turned
to
the
see
heat
you.
off, so
Thank
we should
you.
be okay. Wait.
Butthole orgasms.
Okay, you overlook things because of the dick.
Because you don't want to lose that dick. You ever be with someone and it's just like the making out instantly is like, now I need to have sex with you?
Yeah, of course. My butthole started screaming.
We like can't make out because I'm
it
like,
goes.
if we're in public or like
Are they a good kisser?
the best. I said this to him like 2 days ago. I was like, our kissing is like weirdly better than anything.
If presented with the opportunity, can I make out with them?
Oh, fuck yeah.
Okay.
You absolutely should.
Okay.
He's bi. Newly bi.
Newly bi.
Well, I mean like forever bi, but newly out.
I hope he does come on the pod so I can ask him about that journey.
I hope he doesn't say anything that links it obviously back to me, because I don't want people finding out, because I did a public relationship for 5 years and I'm not anxious to do that again.
For sure. That is insanely scary because I know I can picture him saying your name 8,000 times.
I know.
So either I'll distance the episodes by like
A year?
well, no, but it's also he's going to be anonymous maybe.
Oh,
I might put him up as anonymous.
that's fun. Do you do that?
I've done it once before.
I've done it once before too with a sex worker.
I dig it. It excites me.
He came on my podcast as anonymous, so twice actually. He sat off screen.
Do you think he'll be offended if I have him say?
Just tell him he's so ugly. I'm just kidding.
He's so not ugly. He's so
handsome.
hot.
He just shaved his mustache off yesterday.
Oh, I can't picture it.
I know. It's hot though. He
It
looks
is?
like 25. Yeah. He doesn't like it. He thinks he looks weird, but I'm just like, oh my God.
Oh, you're okay.
It's like, ooh, who's this?
Wait, but can you talk about
Pegging him?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's talk about it. I love pegging guys. I love pegging straight guys. I love pegging gay guys. I think it's fun because men are often, cis hetero men are so often afraid of giving a woman a like powerful space in the bedroom.
Yeah.
Beyond like being a dom, right? Like if you still are like using your pussy and you're like, let me slap you around, like shut up, like get on your knees. It's like, ooh, I'm being told what to do by this like dominatrixy, hot, slutty woman.
Sure.
Which most men like because they act so powerful all day in and out that they like to be treated like a little bitch in the bedroom. But when it's given something about given a physical penis that makes so many straight men terrified of like, whoa.
Of course.
And I've also been with guys who are open to trying it, but then just don't like it.
Yeah.
And I've been with people who are afraid that it's going to, I'm making air quotes, turn them gay.
Yeah.
But y'all, I'm here to tell you the 2023 trend that everyone's going to be talking about is pegging their partners.
Their dudes.
Their dudes. Yeah. Yeah. It's great.
I'm floored. I guess I didn't know that you've pegged gay guys.
Oh, yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
You say it so like flippantly.
I mean, do you remember? You never knew me when I drank a lot.
No,
But
I don't know if I
I-
even knew you when were you drinking
A
first
lot.
season of Dano Filter?
I think I was, but I was on the tail end. So
Okay,
I was kinda
yeah.
I got a problem.
Let's feel it back.
But I feel like when I used to really drink and I'd go out to like the Abbey or WeHo with my guy friends, it was the same thing. It was like, it became like a fun challenge. Like,
I bet I
Izzy,
can
isn't
fucking fuck one of these
yes,
dudes.
Yeah.
Wow,
Yeah.
I'm so impressed.
Or like it would be my guy friend's friend who we'd end up back at my house and I'd just be like, let me try. I want to see. And then it's fun. It's fun to wield a dick around.
dude.
But here's where it's hard.
Okay.
Because we can't feel it. we the wearer
Yeah.
can't feel what's happening with the dick. So sometimes angles are tough.
So, that makes sense. Is there any sort of stimulation on the other side of that for you?
Oh, Zachary.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, they have devices.
Oh, really?
They've got devices. They've got double-sided. They also have one that's like a built-in vibrator on the
base
mound
thing, yeah.
side. What do they call that? Is it a mound?
I mean, that's what I would call it.
I think there's a word for it. Whatever.
Cubic, like,
Yeah, that
mound,
side.
I think that's it.
Yeah. And then they also have slots for you to put your own things. I just got this really dope, like, imagine a spaceship. It's the word of the day. Like a spaceship vibrator where it's like flat and
yes,
it kind of
and it
has these like
two
curves.
tails, yeah.
Yeah. And so that goes in, which is nice. And it becomes a whole other game. I know.
Wow.
But then also sometimes you just want to give someone pleasure and you don't care about your own and you're like,
Yeah.
let me just try this,
gonna
make it
peg
more
this
comfortable
person.
for you. Yeah.
I'm sure at some point they'll have like electrodes that can like stimulate what a penis feels like.
That would be sick. I'd love to know what
know.
it's like to have a dick for a day.
Dick for a day.
Dick for a
Soul
day.
cum or dick for a day are in the running for the episode title.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, so besides the mind-blowing sex with this person, has there been other sex stuff since your
Breakup?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I've been, well, because as you know, I'm an open queen. We love an ethically non-monogamous
Marka
Ian Emmerleish. And this person also had never been in an E&M relationship. So I was kind of like their first and being like, I'm single for the first time in 5 years. I'm going to kind of do anything I want. So there's been some, obviously queer sex has been great with some ladies. And
Oh my wait, tell your TikTok story.
oh my God. Okay. I can literally almost quote the TikTok because so many people have said it to me. I was single for the first time in 5 years after dating a guy who was a DJ. And he was like a pretty big DJ, but not like massive back in the day. But that's not the point. I was on a date with a girl and we go back to my place and she's like, we should hook up. And I'm like, cool. And so she's like, have you ever heard of Spotify Blend, which is where you link both of your Spotify accounts and it plays a playlist of like your shared music that you both like and listen to. And I'm like, let's do it. So we do it. And she's like, that's a high percentage match. This is the most I've matched with someone. And I'm like, oh my God, we're about to make out to some like Odessa or the XX or like some fucking shitty hot fucking punk rock shit. And we're making out. And what's the first song that comes on? My ex-boyfriend's music. And I stop and I pull away and I'm like, do you know this song? And she's like, yeah, it's by this DJ named so-and-so. And I'm like, do you know so-and-so? And she's like, yeah, I went out on a date with him once. And I'm like, really? And she's like, yeah, we went out, ate nice dinner. We went back to his place, but he couldn't close because I think he was too drunk. And then I was like, well, he couldn't close. But if a song's playing and you're here with me, you know what that means, right? And then we fucked to his music.
You told her that you were in the relationship with 5 years with him.
I was like, do you remember the ex that I've been telling you about, like on this date?
It's so crazy.
That was probably, I think, the either first or second girl I had sex with after we broke up too, where I was just like, how did this happen? Of all of LA. Are you fucking kidding me?
Insane.
It was insane, but it felt like cool story.
Yeah.
Cool story to tell my grandkids.
Well, that TikTok went crazy viral.
Yeah, and people from his side of
oh my God, they like kind of came for you.
They not just came for me. I mean, one of his friends, we've ended the friendship because he was like, you piece of shit, you're just fucking doing this for clicks and like trying to be relevant, and you would throw him under the bus like that. And I was like, first of all, he knew. I showed him the TikTok and he thought it was funny.
Right.
Second of all, none of your fucking business.
Totally.
And I'm not saying anything was wrong with my ex-boyfriend in that story.
Right.
In fact, the fact that he hooked up with both of us is great news for him.
Yeah.
So
got two hotties.
No fucking, it was one of those, it was a test of my reaction. I felt like, I think he wanted a reaction from me and I just went, go storm the Capitol. You fucking Republican.
Okay, so you kind of gave him a little bit.
Sass.
Yeah.
You were there, right?
Yeah,
when I was like, what do I say?
We were composing text.
Yeah, because I was like, this person's just ew. I don't want this negativity in my life.
I don't want anyone spouting any sort of opinion like that.
If you talk to women that way, bye forever.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So we don't claim that energy.
Okay, so any other good sex besides? Did you go to a sex party?
I did. Yep. I went to an all women's one, which it was the first time I went to this specific one.
Wait, tell us about sex parties in general.
Love them.
Okay.
They're so fun. If you're interested in kinky shit, I highly suggest going to one that's vetted and safe because it's a great way to explore and just like see what you're into.
Sure.
And you don't have to participate in anything. I would say like half of the time, like half of the people that go to these don't do anything. They just kind of walk around and watch and look at things. And
how are people dressed?
There's always a dress code. And it's event themed based.
Okay.
So like before we've done like Christmas themed and women are like in nice lingerie, red, green, jingle bells, mistletoe lights. And then usually men have to wear suits.
Really?
Yeah. They have to wear something fancy. It's classy.
And then but clothes do come off.
Oh yeah. Well, they always start with a sex show to like get people in the mood.
In the mood?
Yeah, and it's always themed. So like one year I went to a Alice in Wonderland themed one, and their sex show was a girl bunny pegging a dude in the ass with a carrot dildo, and then he ate the carrot after.
Wow.
And I was like, let's fucking go. That's one way to get your veggies. So that's fun. Yeah. They're just like, you can wear masks. Like some people wear masks and I've worn wigs before. Because after I hooked up with a girl once, she like was like, oh, this is all I'm going to think about next time I'm watching your videos. And I was like, that's weird. You didn't say that before we had sex, but okay.
Oh no.
So sometimes I'll wear a wig just to be like.
A little incognito.
Yeah. And you'll see celebs there and you'll be like, okay, I'm just watching.
Is it one of those like Vegas rules where girls are free and guys pay $500?
Yes.
It is.
Girls aren't free. I think you have to pay $25.
Okay.
But yeah, and if you're a couple, you have to pay more. But all men are vetted and have to be invited and like know someone.
Okay.
And there's also like very incognito security guards all around. So if anything weird happens or you
they're
feel
ready to step in.
Yes.
How sprawling of a landscape is this?
What do you mean?
Like venue.
Oh, they're different venues every time.
But like, is it a big mansion?
Big ass mansion. Once was a big ass penthouse.
Wow.
Once was at like the Houdini mansion, which was
my
like
God.
spooky Halloween themed, and everything was like blood and gore and like torture themed. That was pretty cray cray.
And like, but you were seeing people like having oral sex.
Oh
having,
yeah,
like, okay.
group sex. Solo sex in the corner, like trying out new tools. Like they lay out things for you to try. There's like a St. Andrew's cross in the corner, and there's like these little sex bunnies who are like, "You want to try?" So I've done like the St. Andrew's cross where they like chain you, and they like teach you
Cat
about
of Nine Tails or whatever.
There was like a circus themed one where there was cutouts, and you like put your dick through it, and then like anyone could come by and like
suck it.
Yeah,
like a glory hole.
Yes, but like it looked like a circus performer cut out. So
could they put their head through?
They could,
or they could not.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
There was like a painted one where like you could go sit there and people would come and like paint you to paint your naked bod.
That sounds so fun.
It is so fun. I think people think it's like crazy and creepy or weird, and I'm like, this is just a good activity on the weekend.
I think people see like Eyes Wide Shut. Did you ever see that movie? It
I
was
reference
like
it all the time. I've never seen it.
Kubrick. It might be worth watching. I don't even know.
Is it a horror?
Nicole Kidman and Tom Cruise. It's like a thriller. I think there's like, it's like a very like sex
positive.
Well, it's like rich people, sex party, masks. I think a girl gets killed.
Well, see, that gives us a bad name.
Totally.
That's not good for
But
the
it's
community.
clearly like not, what you're saying is not that, but I think that's what a lot of people's like.
Exactly. Or they just assume you have to have sex and it's a giant orgy.
Right. Like take off, give me your clothes.
Yeah. And I was like, no, most people, like I said, it's probably 50-50 usually most of the time where people are just, and it's so big that like there's multiple rooms and you can go in this place and that place and there's a bar and sometimes
it's
food.
like the most epic people watching.
Talk about a case study.
Yeah.
Best time.
But men have to pay a lot of money.
I don't know if it's a lot. Again, if you're coming with a girl, it's less.
Okay.
And I don't think they allow single men unless you're buying a table.
Okay.
And that I think is like thousands of
course,
dollars.
yeah.
So you're not fucking poor people either.
Nice. Nice.
Yeah.
Fun.
Yeah, I need to get back out there. There's usually like a New Year's one, which I'm not going to be here for, but like there'll be a Valentine's Day one.
Tell me about the ladies one.
Oh. So that one was a little weird.
Okay.
Only because it was meant to be like it's not their main event. It's like I forgot what they call it.
A satellite event?
What's a satellite event?
I don't know.
Yeah, like spaceship event.
Yeah.
Where it's circling the globe.
I feel like satellite event is when it's like off the main hub. Yeah.
Yeah. Where it was like a cocktail party just to like introduce the club.
Okay.
And then they have these bigger events that are like at the mansion parties type
Sure.
thing. So this one is like, if you're curious, come
like,
on down.
We can talk about it.
We go to a really nice bar in Hollywood that we buy out a private room that's
sure.
big in the back with like dance floor, booths, pool table, blah, blah, blah. And you get, when you walk in, you get a key to wear around your neck if it's your first time. So people know to be like gentle.
Hey.
Like, oh my gosh, welcome. What do you think? And they start with a burlesque performance.
Okay.
Much more like feminine,
Sure.
gorge. Then they play a game of body shots, I think, to like loosen people up.
Sure.
I don't drink, so I did like Sprite or something.
Out of someone's
butthole. And then they do spin the bottle. They like set up different games to play, but there's like music and like, so you're touching and making out and there's booths and stuff like that. And I brought a date. And so she and I were like playing and hanging out. We met some other girls there that we keep in touch with, but like it was not.
Clothes weren't off.
Some
a little
like,
bit
took off their tops and like, you know, skirts up and stuff. But it was definitely like, more
a little
chill.
bit. Yeah.
Because it was like, come see if you like our community.
Sure.
Yeah. Which was, it was a mixed bag. Like it really felt like either bitches who knew what they were doing.
Right.
Or like married women who.
Scared virgins.
Kind of want to kiss a girl tonight. Which I was like, all right.
Wow.
Come on over. Yeah.
But it's mainly hot people.
I'm not going to lie. It's a hot crowd.
And is that like something that people like, are there like dissenting voices in this community where it's like, it's only hot rich people?
Well, no, I feel like in this community, it was the first time that I had seen people be like, is this like a trans exclusive experience? Because it does say cis women.
Sure.
Which felt weird.
Yeah.
And also I can understand people's ask for that space.
Yeah.
Because maybe they're not understanding of the community as a whole.
Sure.
Whereas I've also seen like trans exclusive communities and like gender queer communities. And so I think that was the only time I had seen people be like, is this fucked up?
Yeah, right.
And I'm like, yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah, and they exist. It exists.
Yeah.
People go to them.
Totally.
And what you gotta fucking
roll with it.
To me, it's just like, go to the other one.
Yeah.
Like, we'll all go to the ones that make sense for us.
Right.
Yeah. So this one was just like, I kind of just wanted to go on a date for this one.
Sure.
Yeah. So she's very nice.
What a great first date.
It was fun because we were like giggling and being like, oh my God, this girl does this and da 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 da.
You know what I always want to do and now it'll never happen? Is go on a date to that gay porn theater. Studs.
It's closed.
It's closed. It's been open since like the 30s or something.
But gross.
I know, so gross.
I
but
would
like,
never sit in that fucking chair ever. You would, you nasty.
It probably smells so bad. If it doesn't smell like absolute man stuff, it smells like bleach. Like,
But
there's just no in between.
You would go to that for real?
Well,
why not just go to the movies and diddle?
Because you can get arrested there.
Yeah, but isn't that the fun? Is like,
there is something fun. Okay, so I never want to get caught.
Ever. Oh
but
my
there
God,
is something about like, if like I'm sitting on the same side of the booth as the guy and like grabbing at his dick.
Oh yeah, I did that.
Oh,
at
you
El
got
Compadres
you got fingered
under the table, and then that whole homophobic shit happened.
Did you see that, Drew Drogi?
I was devastated because I was like, "That's right, that was a memorable moment." Because I was
Wait,
with a
but
guy.
You were in the West Hollywood one.
No.
You were on the East Side one?
I was at the homophobic one.
That's,
2 buys.
Stuff like that I can't like compute.
We live in a bubble.
Yeah.
And even in our bubble, we got some
but
crazy shit.
And I think it's so funny. I dated a conservative guy on accident a few years ago, and he was like, he's from Orange County, and he was like,
I remember.
You live in a bubble, yeah. And I was like, I took offense to it at the time, and I was like, no, I want that. I want the bubble to be bigger.
Yeah, and you're not gonna smallin.
I'm not gonna small in nothing.
I'm not gonna small in myself and my behavior. I can't. I always just go back to like, I can't wait for all those people to die off.
But there's young ones too.
I know, but I feel like it's not as bad, and the Gen Zers beneath us are like beating those ones up.
I do think Gen Z will be the age group to like turn politics around a little bit.
Like, have you probably not, but have you at all followed like Andrew Tate?
Yeah, I mean, not followed, but I know of him. Yeah.
He like the big thing that was trending on Twitter this morning was that he tweeted for no reason at all at Greta Thunberg.
Yeah. Oh, I have like 3 of these.
3 cars, and she clapped back saying like, okay, small dick energy.
Yeah.
And I was like,
first of all, how old is Greta?
Not that old.
Not talking about dicks.
Old.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, I know.
And
he's
like,
got to be almost 40 probably.
Just seeing that, I was like, I have faith.
Oh,
I have faith that we're going to shut them down and out.
And didn't he respond like, how
dare
rude?
you?
Yeah. It's like,
because she used to say like her big thing when she was like emotional in front of the people at the UN was she was saying like, how dare you? And so he was trying to clap back. People didn't like that. So he clapped back again and he tried to clap back. And he said, based on your email address, thank you for proving that you have a small dick. The world was wondering. It was bad. He needs better PR people. You should go
for
right
those
for
who
him.
don't know, could you imagine? I'm ghostwriting for Andrew Tate. Andrew Tate is this horrible misogynist influencer.
Yeah, he's like a male.
He was a boxer maybe or
like alpha male.
But he lives in like a different country because like the rules on like beating women are like less severe.
He's like accused apparently of sex trafficking women.
Oh,
and like,
I mean, I would bet so much money on it.
The male, like the misogynist right TikTok voices just like boil my blood to a place that I didn't know could exist because of the women that participate in the conversations with them, where I'm like, why are we platforming them? Why are we talking to them? Why are we
acknowledging,
giving them any hope for what they're saying could get them sexual pleasure? Like,
I think you're gonna say pussy.
Yeah, could get them pussy. Like, it's so clear to me these men don't fuck.
Yeah.
Or have pleasurable sex.
I forget that side of TikTok even exists until a friend stitches something.
Exactly.
And I'm like,
who
the fuck is this person?
Yeah.
And did they really say this and put it out to the world? And then like thousands of people agree.
And isn't it wild that those people think us talking about like
I know.
Pegging our dudes is insane?
Yeah.
Like they feel that same anger. What's wrong with everybody?
So crazy.
Everyone needs to fucking meditate.
Everyone needs to fucking meditate, Andrew
Get a little
Tate.
spiritual. Do a little mushies. Everyone chill the fuck out.
I think it's really, maybe this is such an offshoot, but like, why is it so, what's your journey with meditation? Because like, I feel like it's really hard.
It's so hard, and it's my least favorite form of like spiritual stuff.
But like, we should be like so comfortable with like being with ourselves and tapping into like, you know, source energy, all these things. But like we all seem to struggle with it.
You and I, especially because we both weirdly got on this sort of like spiritual journey at the same time, where we were getting into like manifestation and like
fucking love it.
Calling in things we want and like not accepting bad energy in our life. I think you like literally broke up with someone because I said you deserve billionaire energy.
Oh,
or something.
yes.
I'll never forget
You're like,
that.
we should be dating
billionaires. And you're
actually,
like,
you know what's
I'm going to
so funny?
go meet up with him and break up with
You know
him
what's
tonight.
so funny though? Kelsey also said she was going to break up with her person, and then I did mine, and then she's like, "We're gonna give it a go." I was like, "You bitch."
Big old difference here is I have options. I'm in an open situation where I can find a billionaire.
Oh yeah.
So any billionaires out there, listen to this podcast.
Apparently, there's like no ethically like
Oh no, there's no
good billionaires.
Yeah, I'll go for a multimillionaire.
Same.
Yeah. What was your question?
Oh, but like,
meditation.
yeah. I thought you might have some. It doesn't sound like you have what I'm looking for.
No, I think the being alone with my thoughts thing has been the number one fucking feedback I've gotten from exes and therapists, that I need to learn how to be with my own thoughts more. And not that I need to be by myself more, because I'm fine being alone.
Yeah.
But when I'm by myself, I'm with Hippo, watching a movie, working, listening to a podcast in the background, just
you're
so
like
that I'm like
not
silent with my thoughts.
That's fascinating.
But I fucking love yoga. And that's like breath work, and
that's so
being
funny
with
though,
your
because
thoughts.
that's a distraction of sorts.
I love cold plunge and sauna.
Yeah.
That's a pain distraction. That's like, it's somehow still, I get bored.
Yeah, but like it's literally boredom.
And also, I've always said this, and I'm getting better at it. I don't love my inner voice, how harsh she is to me. So sometimes I'm like, I'm not trying to tap into what the fuck she's trying to say. Shut up, bitch.
I know I've had some success in detaching from my thoughts because they are not me. And so it's like I just have to see my thoughts as like passing clouds in the sky and be like, oh, that's interesting. Oh,
yes.
Why?
I feel like I'm good at that when I'm by myself and I have space.
Yeah.
It's the moments when I'm in intensity or like high emotion.
Sure.
Or stressful situations that I find it very hard to tap into that moment.
Where ego's not like.
I'm not reactive.
Yeah.
I want to be responsive.
Oh my God.
I know.
I just got better at being in the car because the car is one place I cannot bring serenity to save my life. Like the way people drives me insane.
I know this about you.
I know, but now I've like stopped because it's a choice for me to get upset and give away my energy to these strangers on the street.
How did you do it?
I literally just decided.
Ooh, I love that.
I know. It's like, I'm going to leave the house earlier or like a little bit earlier and just not so anytime someone starts to, I go, no.
So the awareness
No.
is just so much more apparent.
Yeah.
That's big.
It's just crazy because it's just like the manifesting thing. You can tap into all these feelings. Like, oh, I know what it feels like to get the phone call. You booked the thing. And there's no reason I can't tap into that energy anytime I want.
Ooh, what a good reminder.
Yeah.
It's practice every day though.
I know.
Because when you go on vacation for a Christmas holiday and you're like away for 4 days from your routine and your shit, you come back and you're like, oh my God, I forgot to do like my mantras. I've felt myself getting away from it and I'm trying to get closer and I don't know how.
I mean, practice.
Yeah.
And then like just when you're on the road, double down on your efforts.
Yeah. Yeah. It's the awareness. I feel like you and I've always been incredibly self-aware. Like to a detriment.
Yeah.
But that's the only reason why we've gotten better is because we knew ourselves to a detriment.
Yeah.
That we were able to go deep enough and go,
like, oh,
we got to change
I see
this.
you. Yeah.
I see you.
I see you.
I honor you and I say no thanks.
Okay. So let's end with maybe some sexually infused hopes for 2023.
Oh, I love that. Is this coming out before the new year?
I'm going to say it might come out tomorrow.
Oh, dude.
I don't know if Studio 71's like in.
Are they on break?
I don't know.
They didn't communicate that to you?
I mean, we don't really have a really in-depth conversation. I send it to my girl Amelia and she goes,
She edits
"Thanks,
it?
No.
No.
I just send her the file.
And she uploads it.
And she goes, it's scheduled. I'm like, thanks.
Well, maybe would missing a week be a big deal for you?
No.
Okay. Okay. Calling in, first of all, 2023, I said it already. It's the year of pegging.
Okay,
Your
yes.
dudes.
Yes.
I would love for you to put on a strap on and peg someone. Have you never?
No.
I would love to see that.
Me peg someone.
I would just love to hear about your experience.
Sure. I mean, it'd probably be a giggle fest.
A giggle fest, why?
Because to me, the idea of me wearing a strap on is like silly.
Because of how it looks?
Because I guess I have a penis.
Yeah, but wouldn't it be crazy to just pretend like You know?
I don't.
The same way I pretend I have a dick.
I don't know what that would that situation be. Me being with me pegging a straight girl or like a girl.
No, I want you to peg a dude with a strap on because I don't want you to
doable.
like break your morality of sexuality.
I'm an aspiring bisexual.
Right. What do you mean by that? I haven't seen you take a single step.
I know. I'm
Okay.
working up to it.
Okay.
It just means I want to like. I'd rather have more options than fewer.
You're basically open.
I'm open.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
What do you
Yeah.
think?
I would really like to have like this
Spaceship sex.
spaceship sex that you are
Yeah.
talking about. Although it seems like again like not necessarily something you can put into the time span of a year.
I bet if you went to like a retreat, you could.
Really?
Yeah.
What's
if you
the
found someone that's
retreat?
just like into breath work.
Okay, and
In
they
the
and
jungle.
like a sexual retreat.
I don't think it has to be a sexual retreat, but just like go for a week to like a yoga.
Oh, and then when we're
breath
not with the
work.
group,
Yeah.
we're having this tantric sex.
Yeah. Or I bet there's classes.
Where someone has sex with me.
I mean, it's not like, sex work, but I bet that you could go with a partner and find someone as like a first date.
I love that you were just grazing over this.
You need to fall in love.
Finding this like soulmate
I
person.
know you.
She's like, there's like classes.
Nobody would. It's like, no, you can't rush that.
Yeah, but
I'm calling that for you.
I'm open to it. I'm open to
to
it
it.
happening today.
Well, because what I was going to say is I've done it without being in love.
Okay,
Yeah.
but aren't you talking about spaceship sex as in like with the partner?
Yeah, that's also
But
pretty
you also
great.
are saying this like new dick energy sex is very good too.
NRE is what I'm calling it for everyone. New relationship
energy.
That high, like being on heroin all the time. That's like the best.
When they text and when they don't text. When you kiss them again.
Yes, no stress. And truly like knowing your fucking worth. The thing I always go back to is if they wanted to, they will.
Yeah.
If they wanted to, they will. And if they're not, then neither am I. And being upfront. Like I was texting back and forth with a person that was like never concretely making date plans.
Oh yeah, no.
And so I just voice noted them and I was like, if you're not interested in making a concrete plan, like great. But just so you know, the type of person I am is like, I'd like to make a calendar invite and like go out.
Yeah.
And I think just like voicing that doesn't make you,
No.
it's just like, I'm
Saves
not wasting
so
my
much time.
and anxiety. So like, if they want to, they will. That's the energy of 23.
I agree. I tell guys straight up, I'm like, this is my communication. Like, this is how I just need to know. I don't care.
Yeah. I'd like to know the new version of like love languages. What's the next step?
Oh.
You
In
know?
love languages?
Yeah. Like fighting style is something I learned when I was going through my breakup this year.
Stop.
Yeah. So I'd like to know, I want everyone to tap more into
Is
like
that where spewer and stewer came from?
Spewer, stewer, responsive versus reactive. Are you a need space or are you a finished here now?
Wow.
Can you like learn how to compromise on saying, oh, if I'm going to walk away, I will give you a time that I'm willing to come back and do this.
That's fascinating.
Just like, what's the next step beyond like things that make me feel good? Because I think love is made in the hard times and the space between the heroin.
Like abs are made in the kitchen.
Exactly. Nailed it.
Thank you for doing this.
It was just like hanging out like we usually
I
do.
know.
I know.
Except now I get to ask you like the really like dirty questions that I couldn't ask.
I mean,
on the pod.
what are you talking about? We do that all the time.
Yeah, that's true.